البحرين مكانها بالعين كبيرة يا البحرين مكانها بالعين.
Hello, I'm Esther Ghuloom, and I'm here to tell you about Bahrain's National Dialogue, which was officially opened this morning at the Esther Cultural Centre in Jaffa. Radio Bahrain sent two of its reporters, Mohamed Al-Shaaban and David Bloomer, to find out the hopes and aspirations of those taking part. But before we hear from them, I'd like to give you a bit of background information. The National Dialogue is the brainchild of His Majesty King Ahmed bin Isa Al Khalifa, and it bears the motto, Our Bahrain, Our Unity. It aims to bring together various segments of Bahrain society to present the people's views and demands for further reform in the country without any preconditions and with the consensus of all participants. Around 300 representatives from political societies, civil and non-governmental organisations, opinion leaders and prominent figures have accepted the invitation to participate in the talks, which begin in earnest on Tuesday. After that, the talks will take place every Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday between 5 and 9 p.m. At this morning's official opening, the chairman of the dialogue, Mr. Khalifa Ahmed Al-Dahrani, delivered a speech in which he stressed that every stage of the national dialogue will be transparent and objective. He described the talks as an historic opportunity to overcome a critical stage in Bahrain's history with the goal of bringing together different opinions in order to share views and find the common denominators that will contribute towards further development. The results of these talks will be submitted to His Majesty the King so the necessary actions can be implemented. Following the opening remarks, Radio Bahrain's reporter David Bloomer asked the dialogue's official spokesman, Isa Abdurrahman, about the aims of the talks.
We are aiming to have an inclusive and comprehensive dialogue that will enable Bahrain to bridge all the gaps that we have witnessed in the recent days in Bahrain. The various topics that they are going to discuss and that they are going to address in terms of all the views that we have received from all the participants, I think it will represent a wide spectrum of the Bahraini society, and it will present all the interests that we have from all the perspectives.
Isa Abdurrahman said that expatriates also have a part to play in the dialogue.
We want to hear from the representatives of the residents. What are their interests? What will be, how we can make their living in Bahrain even better for them. So they are going to speak on behalf of the rest of the residents. Invitations will be issued during this week to almost 50 organizations, and be it the societies that we have in Bahrain, for the expatriates or the clubs, or even some of the religious institutes as well.
David then spoke to Afnan Al-Zayani.
I'm now with Afnan Al-Zayani, who is representing the Bahrain Businesswomen's Society. Afnan, what do you hope to come from these talks?
First of all, we hope that we come to the consensus between all the different parties and stakeholders in Bahrain. We hope that we will take the country to another level on the path of democracy. We hope that this will add to the stability of the country and going forward in line with the Vision 2030.
Mohamed Shaban asked the independent MP Isa Al-Kuhiji what he hoped the National Dialogue would achieve.
The National Dialogue is achieved, I believe it's a second phase of the democracy that we're facing in Bahrain. We started off our democracy in 2001. And since 2001 to 2011, I would like to call it the first phase of democracy. As we are coming forward to the National Dialogue now, I think this is going to take us to the second phase of democracy. Let's be very clear, democracy is homegrown. You cannot import democracy from somewhere else. And this is a very important point everybody has to understand. What we're doing today is we are actually, we are in the kitchen, cooking it, as you can say. This is where we want to take our democracy. Everybody that's over here today actually has a big input. From this input, we are going to go to our second phase of democracy, which Bahrain is going to be definitely a better place.
Mr. Kuhiji, as a member of the Representative Council, do you feel that your voice is being heard in this national dialogue?
Definitely, yes. That's why all the members of the Representative Council have been invited to the dialogue. Everybody's going to be over here in the subcommittees, and we're going to go give our point of view. Everybody has their own point of view. Us as the independent bloc, we've got some points that we want to raise and we want to highlight. So we're going to be doing our best to get our statement in.
The National Dialogue focuses on 4 main points of discussion, namely political, including political societies, elections and naturalisation; social, that's youth, safety and civil societies; economic, including government services, pensions and public property; and legal, which includes human, women and children rights. And with a wide range of representation of all sects of the Bahrain society, the dialogue promises to bring about a better and more prosperous future for the kingdom. Mohamed also spoke to Sumaya Al-Jawda, who started by describing the National Dialogue as a positive step, adding that Bahrain is the first country in her memory to hold such talks. She then told Mohamed what she hoped the dialogue would achieve.
I would like first to understand when say we have to respect the other. It is easy, we're pronouncing it, but in practicing it, it is very difficult.
That's a vision we can all share in. So, the final word from Mohamed Al-Shaaban on Bahrain's National Dialogue.
The National Dialogue is yet another step in the kingdom's relentless efforts towards reform and a more prosperous future. Reporting for Radio Bahrain, this is Mohamed, Al-Shaaban.
Radio Bahrain will be bringing you the latest news from the National Dialogue, but until then, our Bahrain, our unity. Written and presented for Radio Bahrain by Esther Ghuloom, directed by Ahmed Asadi.
At the end of the day, one fact remains: we need each other to lean on. After all of the rain, one thing don't change. Yeah, we're all the same, 'cause brothers, sisters waving this flag. One love, our nation we stand. We're moving on and growing stronger for a better day. Bahrain unite.
Bahrain, all my people, let's put our hands together, 'cause we gon' move on together. I wanna know now if you really love Bahrain, then clap to them.